What happened against Osasuna? What happened? We were having a very good game at the La Liga. We were having good La Liga games, and time to time we kept on winning. We kept on showing good performances on the field. But what happened against Osasuna? This is our first defeat at the La Liga season. This, and I think most football fans now are surprised the way the defeat came in, because it was surprise everyone. But just chill, calm down. Let's discuss the game against Osasuna. There have been several reports on our players having fatigue, having been tired, having knocks, having minor injuries, and maybe before the ending of the week they would have come up back, they would have trained and returned back to the pitch. And it's not a secret that most players are playing with discomfort. You can see that Lamine Yamal, you can watch the match against Villarreal. When at the second half of the game, Villarreal players are intentionally eating Lamine Yamal. They were trying to injure Yamal. They wanted to injure Yamal. And after the game against Getafe, we had a report that after the game against Getafe, Lamine Yamal was limping off the field. He was limping off the field. Like he had a minor injury on his feet. And he was limping. So I think a very good coach would know that it is time to at least rest these players, because the season is long. The season is long. Look at Real Madrid. They are resting their players. They've benched Vinicius Junior twice in La Liga this season. And we only benched Lamine Yamal once. Marc Casado, after Getafe, it was reported that this guy had a knock. Casado had a knock. That's a minor injury. But the coach said it's fine, that he will be treated and he will be looked after. So it's time for you guys to know that these guys needed rest. Most of all these guys are tired. Casado, who is our best defensive midfielder now, is having a knock. So you have to rest this guy. But the mistake that this guy does is that he benched them too many. Inigo Martinez has a minor injury. Yes, Inigo Martinez had minor injury. Rafinha is tired. And don't forget that he was advised during the weekend that he should reduce the way he runs, the way he charges opponents, because it has been said in the report that he is the player that runs the most in the field, on the field rather. Our medical team asked him to reduce the way he charges opponents, the way he runs, to avoid injuries. Alejandro Balde also benched. They benched him yesterday night also, but you guys should know that Balde isn't yet a starter. Balde isn't yet a starter. He's good defensively, he's good attacking, but one thing is that at the final third is poor. And what he lacks is what Gerard Martin has. Martin has good crosses. Martin has good passes. When Martin holds the balls, you see difference. But Balde, whenever he holds the ball, I don't think Balde is a player that you need to bring in when you need a match. Same as Rafinha, because these guys play on their performance rely on the team. If the team is good, they perform well. Unlike Yamal performance bring results to the team, but the team results bring good performance to Rafinha and Alejandro Balde. Balde isn't a starter. So personally, I prefer Dominguez to Alejandro Balde, because most of you Barcelona fans are complaining about Dominguez. Fine, maybe it's because we lose yesterday night, but for me, I think Dominguez is much more better than Alejandro Balde. We only have 3 midfielders in our team. Just three. 1 blocking 4. No central midfield. I think we need to give a round of applause to Hansi Flick. We need to. It's not easy. You expect him to keep up the consistency, like he should be winning matches back to back. He is having injury problem, but he's not complaining. Hansi Flick is having injury problem, but he's not complaining. He's playing games with just 3 midfielders. He had no choice. He converted Eric Garcia to to a defensive midfielder. Look at Jules Koundé. Kept on playing games back to back. Of course, he can start Lamine Yamal, but one thing is that if this guy gets injured, you guys will come after him and said he has overused him. But the thing there is that when you want to rest players, there shouldn't be much. Look at Guardiola. If he rotates player, you won't know, because you just see like maybe 2 new faces. But tonight's match, let me just tell you guys the lineup. Let's start from the lineup. At the goal we have Inaki Pena, Pau Kubazi, Dominguez. At the wings back we have Koundé and Gerard Martin. Midfield, Eric Garcia, Pedro Gonzalez and Pablo Torre. And at the front line, Ferran Torres, Lewandowski and Pau Victor. Ferran Torres and Pau Victor are not even supposed to start the same match, because they bring less danger. Ferran Torres and Pablo Victor shouldn't start the same match. They bring less danger. You can't expect much and from Pau Victor and Ferran Torres. And these two guys uses the same feet. So the pressure what they will pressure to the attack, to the front line, will be less. It won't be that much. You used Ferran Torres and Pau Victor at the same time. I prefer even Ansu Fati, because Fati will bring more danger to the opponent. You should bench either of Pau Victor or Ferran Torres and use Ansu Fati. The midfield is still okay, because Eric blocking 4, Pedri central midfield, Pablo Torre and attacking midfield. But one thing is that Pau Kubazi is a very good sensation. He's a very good defender. He's so good. But one thing is that he's just 17. You can't compare his maturity. You can never compare his maturity. You can't compare his maturity to because he's not yet matured. He hasn't seen experience. He's not yet that experienced enough. So fine, even if you're gonna use Kubazi, but you need to use an experienced minded defender. But you used Sergio Dominguez beside Pau Kubazi. Mate, this is not the second division team you're playing against, mate. You ain't playing against a second division team, bro. You're playing against a Copa del Rey champion, bro. A Copa del Rey champion. Copa del Rey super team. Osasuna isn't small at all. They're not small. You use Kubazi and Sergio Dominguez together. Hey, no. The rotation is too much. Even fine, the coach admitted he made a mistake. Fine, he made the mistake. And most of you guys are complaining about Inaki Pena. Inaki Pena his mistake wasn't even part of the goal at all, because the all 4 goals they scored was normal. The all 4 goals they scored were normal goals. Fine, this is La Liga. The second goal they scored, do you know that there's a bit of contact in that second goal? There's contact at the second goal. Remember the goal we scored against? I've forgotten the club we played. We scored a goal, but it was ruled out because Jules Koundé mistakenly stepped. He even used his toe to step on someone's leg before making pass. And after like 3, 4, 5 passes, we scored the goal, and the goal was ruled out. The same thing happened. They stepped on Pau Victor's leg in the build-up of the game, and they removed the goal. Sorry, the goal stood. They counted the goal. If it's the other clubs, it would have stood as a foul, but no, they overrated the goal. They counted the goal. The goal stood. It's fine. The penalty we saw, Lamine Yamal, that they fouled Lamine Yamal, although most fans are shouting that it's a penalty, but it's a 50-50. I think no, it's 60-40. 40% goes to us, penalty, while 60 go to the refs. That is not a penalty, because Most people see that as a penalty, but if you ask me, I would say it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty because I think they saw some couple of touches in our box that should be considered penalty, which wasn't counted. I'm not saying it's a penalty, but one thing is it's still the same thing, 60-40. Most most referees would say it's penalty and most would say it's not penalty. So that's just it, it's 60-40. But I think this game would educate Hansi Flick that he shouldn't rotate too much when you want to rotate players. It's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. So dangerous. Please share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the notification button. Please, if you're watching me on other social media handles, please hit the follow button. Follow me to see more of my videos. I create videos every football match day and create videos after the match to discuss the match. Please follow me to see more of my content. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell to watch more of my videos. My name is Solomon Evans, aka Solo Webes. See you on my next video. Bye bye. Visca Barca, Visca Catalonia.